We live?
Oh, okay, great. I was testing, so great.
Sweet. Well, all right. It is ZUDECAST number 131 today. We got the illegal amigo, Armando Francisco. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm just back in from Vegas this last couple of weeks. Been getting back in the swing of trying to double dip these open mics, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, pretty well. Like, my health is good, my game is good, and upcoming big business here soon enough, hopefully, you know?
Hell yeah, man.
Trying to get book more gigs and this and that.
So for people that don't know you, you're a comic. How long have you been doing stand-up?
This is going into my third year, more or less since after they started lifting, like, pandemic restrictions.
Right.
So that's when when the clubs came back, I was like, you know, I'm doing this because I had been doing, like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out a handful of times before that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, college, I used to go to open mics a couple times in my 20s when I lived in San Francisco. I always kept into performance art stuff, though. Like, I had done music production out there, too. So, like, being on stage and trying to, like, kind of host and MC has a lot of the same, like, crossover of, like, stage presence and this, that, and the other, and rhythm to speech.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking a little bit before the show, or just talking about. I mean, there's a lot of minutia of getting around and just living life as a blind guy. That it's like,
did we even mention he's blind yet?
Yeah, I guess did we say it already?
I don't think so yet. No.
Blind.
He's not hungover. That's not the reason for the shades.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look down on the peasants through my shades.
Yeah. But because you pulled up on the what's it called, the transit or the
the transit agency. UServe is a subsidiary of, like, the RT, you know?
Right, like regional transit.
Mm-hmm. And at least they send cars. There's the other version of it where they send, we all have the homie Daniel Madrid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he calls it the special ed bus because they tend to only send him the ones that look like a little shuttle bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has like the wheelchair ramp and all, or the lift and stuff.
That's fine, but I come accustomed to that BS at some point a while back. But all that disabled shit ain't designed for young people. They expect it to be like you're old as fuck.
Right.
And not have vanity and shit like that.
Right.
Like, you know, being out there and putting your best foot forward sometimes looks silly. Like Daniel Madrid said, he's like, I didn't think I was going to be doing stand-up still coming out of the special ed. Right. Oh, man. Shout out the homie, man. He's one of my favorites out there doing it.
Hell yeah.
Out there with us.
Dude, because, like, you were just in Vegas for Skankfest, man. What was that? How was that?
Oh, man. Do you know how to skank hands?
No.
None of y'all?
Nah.
Damn. So he yelled at everybody at Skankfest for doing a bunch of old shit like diamond cutters or, like, heart hands. You know, but it's something like, and I'm pretty positive because it's like the X is the mouth and then the smiley face.
Oh yeah, to make like the logo.
Or you could do this with, like, if we each did C, you could just cross your thumbs if you want to hit that.
Oh yeah, the skank hands.
Yeah. Nobody? Am I being left hanging for?
Oh yeah,
hands?
no, you're kind of far away.
Yeah, we're on the other side here. Yeah, it's a big table.
Yeah. I didn't want to hold it out forever.
So for people that don't know, Skankfest, it's like a huge comedy festival. Or is it just comedy, or do they do? I mean, it seems like it's pretty wacky.
That's really the thing I love about it so much. So it's like an all-in entertainment experience. I'd argue it's like they do what I'd argue is called novelty fights. There it is. That's the phrase.
Oh right, yeah. And like, so, exhibition type of fights.
Yeah, that they could do in Vegas. So they couldn't do boxing, unfortunately, which they had plans to do the first year, and just they never got the. It's the whole. People have to be tested and commissioned or some crazy crap. So what ends up happening is they come up with all these silly fights. So it's like foam nunchucks with blindfolds on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or foreman jiu-jitsu Oh, tag team jiu-jitsu. That's what it was.
Right.
That's sick.
I think I saw Lexi Achinelli was like in some fight out there too, in like participating. I'm pretty
really?
sure. Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's the ass slap competition, so it's like slap fight, but chicks slap each other's asses till they can't take it no more.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
That's,
right. Wow.
that's I'm more down for that than the people just getting slapped the shit out of like
there's-
their
oh,
face.
power
like,
slapping.
Dude, the power slap competitions are insane. They put like the chalk like you're a fucking pool cue.
There's a what you call it, a piñata fight.
Oh shit.
It's a comedian usually, like Ari Shaffir's done it, Louis J. Gomez has done it. Comedian gets in the piñata, and I can't remember which piñata they were. And it's, got candy that'll pop out and stuff. So it's like a big furry, imagine that, but it's also a piñata candy thing,
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
and there's a handful or so, maybe 3 or so, MMA fighters, like professional, UFC guys, guarding the piñata, and like hands free, like football almost style. You use your forearms and such. I think because I don't think they like they would have smashed everybody, obviously. If they just ran able to whoop them. But they're trying to play like almost like Red Rover, and whoever gets past them can go and sock up the piñata guy for a few minutes. And the piñata guy defends himself too, which is also...
Wait, so he's like a walking, like running, moving piñata, or is he like standing?
Yeah, they're like, imagine a furry that's a piñata. You know what I mean? Mascot costume.
That's crazy.
That's so wild.
Dude, I've been like following the Legion of Skanks for a while now, kind of on and off. Like it's a lot. There's so many fucking good podcasts and good shit to watch these days. But I know like Dave Smith. I've been watching his podcast for hella long. Like his other. Like,
people love Dave Smith.
Yeah,
dude. He's treated like a freaking the Messiah.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, it's crazy because he's just like one of the handful of comics that are just like talking politics in like a real way too. Like it's like him and like Jimmy Dore and like Sam Tripoli and like guys like that, where it's just like they're stand-up comics, but then they talk about all sorts of like crazy, political shit and like conspiracy stuff too. And I'm like, I like that type of shit too. I'm like, I like that people are branching out into different fields, and like it's weird because it's like he like kind of like blew up from that like recently, especially like with all the Israel Palestine stuff like blowing up.
Oh my God.
No pun intended, but it's like it's crazy where I'm like I almost think I'm like, is Dave gonna like keep doing Legion of Skanks, or is he gonna like branch off entirely? I mean, I guess he's like not on like every time, but I remember like that was one of the first things I watched, like before I watched Legion of Skanks, was watching when Ari Shaffir, I don't know does he still do Skeptic Tank? I don't even know if he does, but I think he stopped, right? And
He
then
retired it.
But then, but they would always do like the State of the Union, where it was just like a giant, like 4-hour long podcast of just all the crazy shit going on in the world politically and shit. But then it's like you get that, so it's like you get like a weird blend of like political shit or like libertarian fools, but then there's also people just like doing like fucking cocaine and just like what fucking strippers and all this shit. Like it seems like a wild place to be, in Vegas seems like the ideal location for that. How long were you in Vegas?
So I did 5 nights, which was an extended stay because as you go into weekdays, as you might know too, you told me you do tours and what have you too, Chris. So the weekdays are always cheaper. So when I found out that I could go a day early and $1 short, or what's this thing? No, I'm just kidding. I could go a day early, and it only was going to be like after tax $45.
Oh, nice. For a flight or for a train?
No, for an extra day at the hotel.
Oh, at the hotel, yeah. How'd you get there?
Plane.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I feel a little bit like a piece of blind luggage when people transport me sometimes, and like I made that abundantly clear this time because at one point they're like, "Hey, do you want a wheelchair?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess the fuck so." And so I just felt like I said I had my bags on my lap, and I was like, "Yeah, I feel like I'm being carted more than anything."
Right. Well, did you go with homies or anyone, or you just like solo went to Vegas?
Solo bolo.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, man. It was big. It was a big one because the goal was to get on Kill Tony. Right. Because it was in fact, I believe it's this week's episode is the appearance at Resorts World in Las Vegas, which is like one of the biggest, newest super casinos or whatever, you know. And yeah, so I went. I was like, oh, I could try to go for that, you know. And but Thursday was the kickoff party for Skankfest. So I just kind of I was like, okay, so Wednesday to Sunday night, 5 nights. And I was like, that's a lot, though. And it's just all on me this time. You know what I mean? I've been going to parties, you know what I mean, before. Or
Right.
A couple of my cousins, one of my cousins, JT, and one of my cousins, Kyle, and they're really supportive and a lot of fun. And we went, and they weren't able to go this year, neither one. And so I was like, you know, I'm not going to miss out on some opportunities, or, you know, I travel a lot on my own anyways. So it's just a larger scale version of it. And I'm here, and I don't need to tell the tale.
That's awesome, dude.
You know what I'm saying? I must have done something right.
Hell yeah. You were saying that some people out there.
Oh, there we go.
All right,
Okay.
cool. You were saying that some people didn't even believe you were blind. They thought you were as part of the bit.
Yeah, man. So that's been coming up a lot lately, unfortunately. The top thing...
That's how you know you're doing well, bro. If people are accusing you of being fake blind, I mean, people accuse Stevie Wonder of being fake blind all the time. And it's like, bro, it's like you can see his eyes. Like, the fool is blind as hell. But, like, Shaq still, like, he's like, no, man, I know he can see. Or, like, there's, like, these little moments where people think you're faking it or whatever. But so people are accusing you of faking it?
Yeah, dog. So, like, on the Vegas downtown, you know, was it Fremont Street, right? There's just a bunch of smart alecks and drunks and druggies and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like just a hyphy ass gauntlet, let's say, you know?
Right.
And, you know, I grew up all in different cities of the Bay Area as well as the Santa Cruz area. So I know, like, the difference between, like, you know, a gentle soul that might help you out, or a freaking hood fool that might jack you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, you know, I lived in San Francisco for a number of years. If you're on IG, folks, follow Illegal Amigo Productions. That's a label I created when I was living in San Francisco for probably most of my 20s.
Nice. So you do music as well?
Yeah, I love music, man. Music and comedy have been like my dual passions, if we could get, I guess, a little serious tone and on a more, I don't know, existential.
Yeah.
No, a tangent here. No, but music and comedy tend to be the things that have gotten me through a lot, you know. The three things that kind of most define me is my interest in that, and then like I kind of have a good outlook for being not, you know, able to see. And the thing that was really weird about going to Skankfest, and I'm trying to tie it back into that, which is that I applied and got weekend passes for winning a contest, or no, excuse me, coming in second for a contest.
Nice.
By 1 tickets is what I meant to say. For Legion of Skanks Worst Life Contest.
Oh, fuck.
Anybody want to take a guess as to who I lost to?
No.
Fella in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
With, like, you know, amputation issues.
Right, you guys are always competing.
Yeah. It's like I told Josh Means once during some stage banter. My comedian friends, when doing shows, love to see me in the audience because then they could ask me weird blind questions that put me on the spot.
Right, yeah.
And Josh is great at it. I don't know. Do you guys all know Josh?
Yeah, Josh Means.
Yeah, man, he's the best. So, so one time he's asking me about how I got around Skankfest, because that's kind of like where we first said hi to each other and crossed paths and stuff. But you know, we were both working. Starting like I do, me doing open mic and him actually working for the Punchline, you know. And he just has a way of, like, I guess, capitulating the thing into this, like, you know, the blind thing is weird because how I get treated. They give me front row tickets to the naked roast at Skankfest, and he's like, so why'd they put you up front? He's like, I don't get it.
Right.
And then that also, Logan might have been there too. if I recall correctly. Logan Farr. With his Blade Runners. You know what Cat Williams called them? Anybody?
What's that?
What Cat Williams called those type of legs? Type Logan got.
The prosthetic legs.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know what word he used for them.
Man,
Blade Runner sounds right.
That's so funny.
I was gonna. That is what I hear them colloquially called a lot. But
That sounds
no.
funny,
A little tink tink. It's Cat Williams goes like, "Po little tink tink."
Oh right.
That was funny.
That's like, because there's the short ones that are like kind of like little Mr. Krabs kind of legs, and then there's like the Olympic runner ones where they get disqualified because they're too good.
Yeah.
Like the prosthetic legs that are like
sure.
better than real legs.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy. But yeah, what was that like getting around on during Skankfest? Because is it just in one building, or is it like in a whole bunch of different spots?
So imagine a post-apocalyptic abandoned mall turned into a series of venue spaces. So all of the stores and the theater and everything else converted to a venue space. It's a lot of fun and we're very centralized. And then in the what would be the courtyard or the food court or some crap like that is like. One year they did tattoo parlor up there.
Nice.
And then in the middle is a big the bottom floor is like a wrestling ring or / the fight ring.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because it's pretty navigable as a result of that.
Okay, so once you got there, because I'm like it
was getting up and down Fremont Street,
right?
Man. It was the dregs of society,
dude. Because I can only imagine if I just like close my eyes and then just imagine what Fremont Street. Because I've only hung out in Vegas for like one day, but the crazy thing about Fremont Street is that they got the LED lights above all of the buildings there, so it just looks like it's crazy. It's just like a giant long like projector screen that just goes across the whole block, and so it just looks like it's daytime all the time, just to make you forget that it's like 4 a.m. or whatever.
The music nonstop out there because it's like hurry up and get inside another casino fast is like it's supposed to induce, I think.
Yeah. Well,
like a sense of panic and dread.
It's crazy because like if I just like try to remember like what Fremont Street is like, it's like the sounds and like the smells and like there's the bunny chicks everywhere that are like take a picture with me for money, or whatever. And then
you're supposed to pay them for sex upstairs,
right? Yeah. No, it's for the pictures. That's what the money's for, right? That'll be a $500 photo. Yeah, 1 hour photo.
Don't you just hate cliches?
What's that?
So don't you just hate cliches?
Yeah, there's all of them, and then there's like always the guys like freestyle rapping, and they have just like the little portable speaker, and then as you walk by, they're like you, the blind guy, or whatever. Like did you get people rhyming about you instantly?
Yeah, everywhere I went, I was like. People the center of attention, like off top. This one chick tried to make it all about her. It really cracked me up.
Of course.
She's like, well, I look so cute tonight, and and she was helping me around from what was it? The casino to Skankfest because she and I and a couple had friends in common, and she's like, well, I'm just too damn cute because everybody's breaking their neck to look at me. And I'm like, you're with this giant, pale-faced, fucking blind motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, we look like a strange pair for sure. And she was like, man, they must think you, like, cashed out for, like, a high-class hooker or something. Oh, my God.
Just trying to gas herself up.
Oh, man. It was good shit. No, I mean, I think it was also just, I even have, friends and like co-workers because of doing rap when I was younger where that would happen too, and it's like, nah, fool, I'm tall as hell, and they're wondering like, well, what's this ogre doing? What's Beauty and the Beast doing? Yeah. What's this about? Or why are you with this blindfold?
Do you ever like have to take a homie with you and then like have them vouch for the chicks and be like, hey, is she actually hot?
I don't go home with nobody that I meet on the street. We could interact on social media after or whatever the fuck and figure it out on the broad daylight. But I also, for most of that time I lived in San Francisco, I was in like a committed relationship for the most part. Even though it was like kind of fun to be all like swaggy and all out there and how people write dirty rap lyrics, and also ended up eventually doing some songs myself. They're fun, and I like to do all kinds of silly voices and stuff. So being able to do like that skit or sketch element of hip hop, really appealed to me as a kid too. Are y'all familiar with? I think it's NWA. The Art of Sucking Dick.
Vaguely.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I can pull it up on
Unfortunately,
Genius,
because
dude.
my cousin was a bit of a gangster rap kid, and during the prime of it, he exposed me to that when I was probably like 4 or 5. Also, when I was going blind in my left eye, actually, I got head trauma at that age from playing football with big kids.
Oh, wow.
And got pushed head first into a tree like Georgia the Jungle.
Wow, fuck.
Damn.
And then about 6 years later, I was at the water slides and like kind of basically had another little bang to the head, and it started to take out my right eye, but my right eye still has like light sensitivity. So there's something there that does something, but it's not really functional vision in a tangible way.
That's crazy. So it's not
blind
something
could
you
be
were
the-
So it's not something you were born with. This is like damn, that's crazy. In 2 separate incidents.
And I've been probably at this vision level probably for 20 some odd years easily.
Right.
And it's most deteriorated from like 12 to 16, and then by
Wow.
16 it was about like this. And it was tough, but I excelled at school because my home life was pretty kind of like crazy and chaotic. And I kind of like put my efforts and what would you call that, like energies or efforts into academia. Went to UCSC. Banana Slug for life.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey. Shout out Sammy Slug. Sammy the Slug sounds like a fucking Batman villain.
Right.
That sounds like a Vallejo rapper.
Oh, yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, V-Town up. Sammy the Slug.
I used to have a shirt that I found in a thrift shop that had a banana slug on it, and I was like, oh, tight, and I bought it, and then people were like, oh, you went to Santa Cruz? I'm like, no. I was like, I guess I'm not wearing this anymore, because I think it was like a Santa Cruz thing, but I'm like, dude, they don't own the concept of the banana slug. Sometimes you just find them, bro. Dude, slugs are fucking crazy because you're just like,
man.
What
When
I
they
think,
start getting in your house, it's like shit's like, what's happening?
yeah, dude, because like slugs always have like dingleberries too. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like a sentient dingleberry.
Yeah, dude, they're just like a little grease ball, and then they've got like they always have.
I won't have you besmirching the good name of slugs.
Dude.
I know, yeah, Sammy, bro, you got
You
back
haven't-
up the boy.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
I'm
you haven't
joking,
seen
I'm
you haven't
joking.
seen what I've seen these slugs
Oh,
doing,
man,
dude.
you're
They got a bunch of like bullshit on their ass, dude. Like they just got a bunch of like little grass piles like around their ass,
Gross.
dude. Shout out to slugs.
Hey, dog. I mean, you're probably catching them coming out your hamper or something. They all covered in little cummy lint balls.
Oh my god. Yikes.
Dude, slugs are so gross that dogs don't even like. They try to eat them and they're like, and I was like, if a dog can't eat it, that's how you know that shit's fucking gross.
Fucking foul, dude.
Um,
I'm a mollusk. No, but so that's kind of like what I ended up like kind of blossoming into the effervescent self that I am, I guess.
Right, yeah.
You know, I don't know. Are you guys familiar with alum? We could look up notables before we transition to the next
from
segment or
Santa
something.
Cruz.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
No.
It's a pretty fun. Are you guys interested in a little fun list
Santa
of
Cruz
celebrities?
lore, dude. Let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like this because it helps me aspire. Because a few of them,
Oh yeah, dude.
I'll tell you my favorite when we get to it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, so being an alum has meant a lot to me. I try to be active in the community when I can.
What'd you
But
start?
they want a lot of money, and I'm a comedian,
Dude.
Yeah.
So I offered to volunteer for a bunch of shit. Like I'll DJ a show or I'll host something and
To get on the notable alumnus, you gotta pay him money, dude.
I mean, I want something named after me over there, dog. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have the college 12's gonna be the Armando F. Hernandez freaking memorial honorary doctorate I don't know. I want
Hell
like 10
yeah,
names
dude.
like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
There you go.
Dude, they got a lot. There's a lot of notable alums here. You got
Yeah, let's get down.
So I'm just going down the list here. We got there's Maya Rudolph. You know, she's doing the fucking.
Yeah, she the most.
She's Kamala right now on SNL.
She's killing it all, and she just came back to do a bunch of other stuff. I think she did the Lonely Island skit or something. Right? Did you? I don't keep too much attention, but I love Andy Samberg.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Lonely Island was fucking great. Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube. R.I.P.
I know,
R.I.P.
didn't she
Susan,
just
dude.
die? Yeah, that's crazy.
Got no beef with Susan.
Nice.
Well, Bradley Noel from Sublime.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We got Jello Biafra.
Yeah.
We got Jello Biafra from Dead Kennedys.
Yep.
We got some guy looks like a.
I got another one. If
astronaut.
they don't have it, I'm curious who else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Andy Samberg himself. Yep.
Yeah,
We
yep.
were just talking about him. That's crazy.
Yeah. Who's on your mind?
Okay. So
just say it.
this one's actually
There's a bunch of people. Yeah.
partially related to me, kind of tangentially through marriage, which is an interesting thing. But Cary Fukunaga, is he on there?
I mean, I'm sure probably somewhere.
Okay, so Cary Fukunaga is, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly and not over enunciating it or something, but he is
Oh, yeah, I
a
see him.
Japanese and white American born from Oakland, I believe. Writer, director, screenplay writer, producer. So he's responsible for the first and only good season of True Detective.
Okay.
And then he also made a bunch of movies that kick ass too. Have you ever? I think it's. Oh, I'm trying to remember the movie title.
He did. He worked on the It, like the 2017 It.
That was gonna be the second one I was gonna
That's
say, but
dope.
I'm trying to think of.
Co-wrote it.
And said
Yeah.
he worked on Maniac too. That's a really good show.
And that it is superior to the second one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
And then also, I was trying to bring up though. See if it's on there. The movie about like Sudanese rebel fighting or something like that, where it's like children soldiers.
Oh shit.
It's called like Beast of No Nation. There it is, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that there?
Yeah.
That movie rules. If y'all haven't seen that, slap that. I think that's on Netflix or something.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh shit. Child soldier.
yeah,
That's crazy.
dude. It's they cut open this poor little African kid's island and stuff, drugs and
Oh my God.
and bullet powder. What do they call it? Gunpowder. And then they sew it back up, and so he's just taking blood straight to the blood freaking dope.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck?
And they send them out
to
there
like
with-
smuggle? Or no, they to get them high. Oh my god.
Machine gun out. It's crazy, dude. It's a great movie. It's
Jeez, is it like a
Christ.
documentary or like a
no,
movie?
it's just a cinematic film type of thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
He has done documentaries. He also did a great movie called Sin Nombre about, I believe it's Central Americans migrating to America.
That's crazy.
But he
dude.
rules, and he's like I said, a distant relative to a degree. But shout out Cary Fukunaga, who's probably a zooter for sure. he's zooted up.
Yeah.
But I think he lives out in England now, and he still catches gigs. I'm sure he probably works out there huge, and it just doesn't come out here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dude, or just like the whole shit with child soldiers. I remember that was like such a big deal because like when me and Grody were in high school, there was like there was that documentary. It was what was it called? Or it was like Coney 2012. You remember that shit?
That's a lot of the same kind of parallels.
Yeah.
I can
But
see that.
apparently, I mean, it was like the whole thing with Coney 2012 was like a scam, and like the guy who was like running the thing, because he would just go to like different high schools and different places and have them.
I'm just trying to get my.
Oh, no, you're good.
It just tipped over.
Yep. Yeah, I was just talking about Coney 2012.
Oh yeah.
Remember that shit?
Dude,
And they
yeah,
would just
that
go
shit
to
was
different.
crazy.
They were just like, but it's like, how did that dude just get the hookup to go on a fucking high school assembly speech like thing, and then like people would be like, "Do you pledge to help fight against Coney, Joseph Coney?" And you're like,
That is
"I do,"
wild,
and then they're
yeah.
like, "You gotta
It was
donate
like the weird,
Tom's
like
shoes
the
or
Tom
whatever."
shoes
Yeah.
plug support in. Yeah, and then didn't he get like caught like publicly masturbating?
Yeah, no, the
in San
guys-
Diego
oh,
like
yeah.
years
He's
later.
the Jack in the San Diego guy. That's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
Dude, that rules. That's one of my favorite South Park references.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's right. South Park did like the whole episode about that shit. But yeah, dude, I'm pretty
I don't
sure
wanna
the
get into
guy
it.
was there at our high school.
Yeah,
It was the guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's fucking
They
our
came twice.
school.
They came twice. They came twice.
Yeah, he came a lot of times. Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Jackety Jack.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. That's like when my girlfriend Sarah, she met like Drake Bell, or like Drake Bell like came to her high school. I'm like, damn, they're just letting anybody in these fucking high schools, I guess.
Right. Crazy.
Did he shoot a music video where it reenacts his freaking abuse?
Oh no!
Oh my god, dude, it's crazy.
No, he really did do that.
I know the music video he did like not that long ago, where it was like he's like, listen, I did some bad stuff, but some bad stuff happened to me because of Dan Schneider. So like, what I'm saying is it all kind of worked out.
I'm the victim.
I haven't been perfect. Okay, that's kind of his whole attitude. But it's so funny because like Drake Bell. No, what I was saying is like Drake, like there can be only one Drake, and now like Drake the rapper has fallen so far that now Drake Bell gets to level up because what he did wasn't quite as bad. Yeah. So he gets the title of Drake now, and now Drake has to go back to being Aubrey Graham. Yeah, but now Drake Bell is the real Drake. But it's crazy because he just like literally ran away to Mexico like a fucking like Old West like villain arc. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm just gonna run away to Mexico. There ain't the law don't care down there. And then like he's do you see the recent video of Drake Bell where he's like ay Tijuana, like he's like like doing all this shit in Spanish at the fucking concert, and then he's like uno dos, and then he's like, I never thought that it'd be so. I was like, dude, you're not fucking. You can't do that voice and then go straight into the Drake and Josh theme song after that. Like you thought he was about to like kick off with like some crazy Mexican shit, and then he just like hits him with the Drake and Bell theme song. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's fucking crashing out in Mexico. Shout out Drake Bell, dude. I'd love to get you on the podcast.
That's crazy.
Long form interview style.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. You guys want to look at some shit here?
Let's slap. Hell yeah, buddy.
We got some crazy fucking news stories for you here.
Here, we'll read the here. Go to the other one. Rolla says computer, I think, or not computer. There it is. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna read the headlines here, and you'll pick amongst these random ones here. So we have Bald and Beautiful, Spin Masters, Racist Roomba, Off the Fent, The Phantom Pisser, Russian Roleplay.
There's a lot.
Snitches Get Stitches, Jewish Time Machine, and Breaking and Organizing.
Excuse me. I'll take
it's like Jeopardy, yeah.
Racist Roomba, Alex.
Perfect. Yeah, racist
Roomba for 200.
Yeah, let's get into it. All right. So hacker takes control of robot vacuums in multiple cities, starts yelling racial slurs. That's tough. So robot vacuums in multiple U.S. cities were hacked in the space of a few days, with the attacker physically controlling them and yelling obscenities through their onboard speakers. The affected robots were all Chinese-made EcoVac D-boots. And then, so the Minnesota lawyer Daniel Swenson. Oh my God, they targeted a lawyer, bro. That's tough. It sounded like a broken radio signal or something. You could hear the snippets of maybe a voice. But mass hacking of Roombas, bro, outbreaking into the wild, and they're yelling racial slurs, and this is why in the age of machine, you have to just get yourself a nice lady to clean the house for you.
Oh my God, bro! I actually didn't read this story before.
That might have been it was suggestive. So, to be honest, I was kind of hoping I misheard you and that it was about a rapist. This was a pleasant surprise and not as bad as I thought.
Right. Okay. Dude, so this guy, like, his Roomba started saying shit, and he's like, what was that? It's all staticky. And then he, like, turns it off, like, resets his password or whatever. He thinks it's a fucking glitch. And this guy looks exactly like he should. Daniel Swanson, shout out, in the fucking Hurley vest, bro, or whatever the fuck that is. And then he said, dismissing it as some kind of glitch, Mr. Swenson reset his password, rebooted the robot, and sat back down on the couch beside his wife and 13-year-old son. Almost straight away, it started to move again. This time, there was no ambiguity about what was coming out of the speaker. A voice was yelling racist obscenities loud and clear right in front of Mr. Swenson's son. ends. Screamed the voice over and again.
Oh, that's
holy shit,
hold
dude.
on, let's dissect that. Let's enjoy that for a moment.
That's crazy.
Shall we bathe in it? Shall we for a moment stop and think about, did they get called a slur for homosexuals then a slur for black people?
I think it was
or did they just
drop
drop the F word in the traditional sense? Do you see what's
Oh no, it's not the
no,
it's
I
not
think-
the F slur, it's just fuck.
do you see why that's problematic
Yeah.
euphemistic language, folks? Is that we could have disambiguated and discombobulated this
Right. It's not a double whammy.
had it not
it's just
been for the fact that we have to not say these words
Right.
on a channel system of streaming YouTuberies, if you will.
For the
such
record,
that-
I wouldn't say these things anyways because wow, Roomba, you just took a hard left turn that I'm not really here
Or
for.
hard-
Hey,
I don't know
he
if
took
I
an
can-
alt-right
I don't know
turn.
if I can have a alt-right
He took an
turn.
alt-right turn.
I don't know if I can have a Rosie the
Hey,
Roomba.
you guys, Roomba's their word. you say Roomber. Especially Chris. I heard him saying it off air.
No.
He's like, Mondo, you ever have one of those Roombers in your house? I'm like, the what?
That's like what a British like chimney sweep child, like a Victorian era. The Roomba.
The Roomba.
Dude, and then the next part of the story, it says, it could have been worse. Mr. Swenson kept his robot vacuum on the same floor as the family's master bathroom, which, let's also, master bathroom, dude? It's just fucking getting more racist as we go, dude.
Oh my god.
Our youngest kids take showers in there, he said. I just thought of it catching my kids or even me, not dressed. What the Roomba's like.
Yeah, he's worried about the racial slurs, and like you said, thought it was a rapist Roomba. I think that was
that's
his
true.
fear too. I think that was his fear as well.
You guys, if I may flex my broadcasting muscle real quick here.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the previous story does not reflect the views, opinions of the ZUDECAST or Armando Hernandez. So, F those ends. Wait, no.
Oh no.
Wait, no? Is that all we're doing?
We'll see. We'll see.
Nincompoops is what the robot said. Yeah.
I think of, finger bang ninnies.
Dude, but that's crazy because like he must have heard that and he's like, son, your Xbox is still on. I can hear the voice chat right now, dude.
There's a lot of words
But, like-
that could fit those blanks.
But like what? But the fact is there's no, like, did they catch anyone that had anything to do with this? I don't
So
think.
who has had a Roomba here?
I've had a Roomba.
Me
yeah.
too. Which version?
Oh, I don't even know, but
See, then what? Then you didn't have a Roomba for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you said it with hard R's. That's why you love the hard R's version of that word. No, you're like, I don't even know their names.
Yeah, they don't
They
have
just
names.
service me.
Yeah.
They just.
This one's name is Toby.
As long as they go back where they belong on their side of the house afterwards, I'm not gonna learn a name. It's called Toby. If you called your Roomba Toby, that actually kind of rules. Because you can address
He's like,
it.
my name is Kunta Kinte.
I said it's no. Anyway,
instead of roots,
You got 100% pure cotton carpets too.
you guys,
It's
this
bad.
might be getting too much on the race. I'm not comfortable with that after all.
Oh my God.
I know. Go ahead and bust that out. You almost we almost opened the show with this. Go ahead and show
A cold open.
Yeah, might as well go ahead
We
and
almost started the show.
So
with
I
the
sell
showstopper.
these, by the way.
So this
you
is
can hit me up at Illegal Amigo Productions to get your very own. See?
so you're saying you designed this mask is what you're saying.
No, but I've bought up a warehouse full of them. And this, folks, is the Mac Dre This Face mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now brought to you by Illegal Amigo Productions. It comes with an afro wig and a black bandana to hide your white ass turkey neck.
There you go.
Or at least that's what I use it for.
Yeah.
Now, let's open it to the room.
I know.
Shall we?
I think-
Reactions, folks.
UC Santa Cruz wasn't a fan of that mask, or that
Oh
one.
yeah, no, they almost kicked me out the city.
So have you worn that?
They're like, holy crap, a black guy. Oh no, it's some racist. Oh, we
Right.
don't like that either.
Right.
Hey, by the way, when I first moved to Santa Cruz, there was like, about a handful of black folk families in the area, And then by the time I left, man, it was my homie. I had met a homie named Kwanzaa, and he was telling me what happened. Yeah, he just opened me up to the whole hood aspect of Santa Cruz, and his name was Kwanzaa.
That's
and
crazy.
it's great, yeah. And it said it on his license. I met him at professional things, and people were like, "Hi, Kwanzaa."
Whoa,
So it wasn't his street name in the least. Also, let's differentiate that.
that's
Hey,
crazy.
that's real though.
But real homie, man. And what do you call it? So I'm at UCSC, and he's like gaming me up on stuff and talking about how like, yeah, man, it's weird. Like, cause he also, me and my best friend is actually this really big black dude from the East Bay. And shout out to him. He knows who he is. I don't want to say his name if you don't want, but he said on a show that where I'm, advertising the Fizz Face Mask, folks. Illegal Amigo Productions, please hit me up.
Yeah, man.
That's a bit, folks. That's the end of that bit, by the way. I didn't think I was going to go back to it. But by the way, though, so shout out to the homie. But we were talking because my homie had moved into Santa Cruz and was trying to get jobs, and so he's like, yeah, man, the reason I'm working in this cafeteria at UCSC is because they don't want to hire a black motherfucker out here in Santa Cruz. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, and my homie's, really, really big. Like, I don't want to, like, discourage the fella. But let's just say, when we was kids, he'd get compared to Fat Albert. He'd get compared to Chef. I always told him he should DJ as Chef. He slaps. He makes hella dope music. He's a hella dope musician. I always told him, man, you should dress up as Chef, and people pay hella money just to take pictures with you after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make that bread there, boy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting a picture there. Yeah.
So-
we got somebody
we
commenting.
had
we got-
Chanel in the chat.
Oh,
She
nice.
said, "You can drink heme through the mask. He's proven it. 10 out of 10 MD approved."
That's that does legitify it. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to everybody who's watching the ZUDECAST right now.
Throw the T for MacD on
Yeah,
there.
the T for real,
Fucking
yeah.
make sure to hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm
Yeah.
seeing a couple new people in the chat. Just make sure we're super close to 500 subs, y'all.
Yeah. Hit
I
that
think,
show.
dude, we got like 4 more to go, dude. We're
Also,
hella
there's,
close
there's
right
an
now.
Illegal Amigo Productions channel on YouTube as well. Feel
Yeah.
free to get on there.
True
too.
fault.
I'm starting to release more stuff on there and release a lot of stuff on Instagram. So there's going to be a lot of stuff dropping. I'm editing stuff, talking to the people here at this lovely facility about potentially either producing shows and or having people help me a fusion of having somebody do some editing for me, while also tangentially teaching me a little bit of iMovie or some crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty, everything with technology now, and Apple specifically, is so much more accessible.
Right.
That's why I'm a little more prone to using that. I grew up using PC, so I have the skills of both. But, who gives a shit?
You got the keyboard shortcuts memorized.
You ain't lying. That's
Still
actually
know,
a lot.
yeah.
That's half the game for show, man.
Right.
Just real quick too, you said that you did like reviews of stuff. You have like a review channel too, the Mondo Phonics stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. I talk so much about the Illegal Amigo stuff because it's the most branded aspect of what I do. But Mondo Phonics is a umbrella label that kind of encompasses production, hosting, and event planning, comedy services, obviously, and production, and I mentioned at the beginning, but it's more like production through consulting too. So like being able to be part of projects, and I understand a lot of different elements about audiophilia.
Yeah.
So, and I have like a pretty good background in working in studios in San Francisco. It was a lot of fun. Getting out my own album on my own label was like a big triumph for me at the time. And, coming out of UC Santa Cruz, as we were saying before, like I had this like creative bug up my butt. Like
What was your degree?
It's gonna be the joke of the moment. It's philosophy and sociology.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
And so a BS and BS, let's say. The issue with that is that it's not taken. The sociology actually comes in handy a lot because you understand demographics, and you understand like social
Behavior.
groups and
That's like kind of like
yeah.
economic almost. Yeah.
Mhm. And then philosophy helped me get through a lot. Like I guess what's a good way to put this is a little like without sounding overly flowery. Understanding different modes or modality of existence or thought. You know what I mean? And kind of.
How do you feel about all like the red pill hustle culture? Since like you're a philosophy major, how do you feel about like all that kind of stuff that's going on? Because that's big. A lot of like young men are like really turned into that because that's like there's so much noise in society. So like I don't know. How do you feel about all that, and how do you feel like that's affecting people?
Well, that's a fantastic question because when people are too knee deep in that way of thought, it feels as though it discounts people like me off top. It's like, you ever hear that they say when SpaceX and shit like that take off, it's going to leave all us broke motherfuckers down here in the trash, basically.
Yeah.
There's a version of that feels about being disabled sometimes. Like, it's a sighted world and I got to get used to it. So the idea that like I have a means of grounding myself and understanding existence from understanding actual existentialism, you know what I mean, and understanding various, like again, ideas or concepts of existence. It helps to like kind of allow to be like, okay, I'm pretty grounded. So the person who's over here trying to tell me I'm a non-playable character,
right?
If they want, I'll wring their neck and break them with that illusion real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, because then
play this, fool.
Yeah, so many people run off like the TikTok version of all these big like philosophical ideas and stuff, and then they just like make their whole like download the firmware, and start acting a certain way like they see the Cliff Notes version of, So yeah.
No, you're right. And here's my favorite. So there's two. If there's two things I could get rid of mentality wise from the lexicon as these things, is that the idea that somebody, if they go like, I'm like, oh, I got a bachelor's degree in philosophy. What are you going to work in a philosophy factory or something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or verily, or also in accordance with the idea that, how to put this one? Opinions aren't philosophies, folks.
Right.
You can't just go like,
well, that's my philosophy, so you can't like tell me to think different.
Right.
That is the type of voice I did.
Philosophies, hypocrisies, isosceles, whatever. Lyrical, spiritual, miracle. Philosophy. No, people like.
You're nailing it.
No, people think like that is true. Like, there's a little bit more to it than just like that's my philosophy. Or like it's the same with science when people are like, I got a theory about this, and it's like you don't have a fucking theory, dude. You have like just like a half baked fucking you have concepts of a plan type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. People just use words like that. I feel like the most misused words. Yeah, philosophy's got to be up there.
That's bad.
Energy. When people talk about energies, it's just like the most like vague shit, or like has nothing to do with actual energy. I don't know. There's like certain words like that just become like like buzzwords like that.
You guys could riff on this maybe. Let's see. The distinction is that a philosophy is something that's been like put through the trial and shown to a series of peer reviewed recapitulations and reconsiderings. So you got to figure that these things go through drafts and drafts and drafts and are reconsidered through like when you get somebody's notebook who was a philosopher, it could be anything too. That's the other thing. The term philosophy used to just mean all the sciences used to be called philosophy. Natural philosophy is biology now.
Right.
The only one that's not is chemistry because it's that's alchemy basically.
Right.
Transmutation.
It's just we act like it's not the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? Oh, let's take gold and silicon and make all these computers. And guess what we're doing next? We're gonna make them with diamonds.
Right.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Yeah, that's not alchemy. I never. I'm a jerk for suggesting that notion.
That is kind of alchemy though when you think about it. Like
it's just transmutation, man.
With phones and technology.
We're all just transmuting. Like that just blows somebody's mind out there. Like he's right,
dude. Because I mean that's all we do.
Of transmutation.
We just make like fucking alchemical like phones are low key magical devices. Like if you went back. Even just 100 years ago and showed someone from if you showed someone from the Great Depression an iPhone and like showed them brain rot and like skibbity toilet and shit, they would fucking die. Like they wouldn't be able to handle it, dude. Like you just give them instant autism. Like they would be crazy.
People think people used to either kill the people with disabilities to get them out of the gene pool or freaking like treat them to being like the term handicap means you had your cap in your hand asking for handouts like an asshole.
Right. Oh, damn. Is that the origin of that?
Some shit like that.
It's handicapped?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not to be confused with Andy Cap, who's like a blind, deaf, and dumb character from British. Yeah, from
Handicap. Handicap.
Andy Cap.
That's crazy.
Hot fries.
Right.
That's black folks' reference to Andy Cap. They tend to know more as the guy on the hot fries.
Hot fries.
Yeah, just like a snack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, I think that might have even proved my point by just tangentially being related to it.
All right, so the racist Roomba, though, man.
Oh, dude, that ruled.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, because there's people that are willing to hack shit just to be racist.
His dad says that when somebody cuts him off.
I know. Go back to the picture of that guy. Like, he's really surprised to hear that.
I know, right?
I mean, come on, buddy.
He's like,
that's hilarious. Oh, don't be so shocked, sir.
Yeah. I'd never say that. Yeah, that's that guy. But yeah, well, yeah. Don't, this is what
The fucked up thing about this story is that they never figured out, like, who did it. But it's also, like, not even, like, because there's been a lot of big hacking events going on lately with all like the airlines. They all got hacked recently, and like everybody's like social security numbers got leaked. And then you just got this guy that's just like, I'm just gonna fucking log into someone's room and just make it say the N-word. Like it's just unethical hacking. That's crazy,
man. That's what everybody said when they see the Roomba in the living room, man. They'd act like, yo, man, why you got that? And they'd be like, they'd be like, yo, the Chinese watch you through that shit, right?
These ones were Chinese.
Man, that ain't cool.
Right. These ones were Chinese though, so that's actually probably why they're able to get hacked. Not my American Roomba. Yeah. Hell no, that one's fucking.
Not my Roomba. Hashtag not my Roomba. There you go. I love it.
Not my Roomba.
I think we're there.
Hell yeah.
Hey man. Hey. Hold on. Let me also flex my broadcasting muscle once again, if that's okay. Hello, folks. A lot of jokes have been made tonight. Tee-hees and ha-has were had. But seriously, iRobot Roomba, please reach out to Illegal Amigo Productions. We could do cross-branding, perhaps, collaborations. Imagine a Roomba that said Mexican slurs. Illegal Amigo Productions and Roomba, bringing you the next generation of racist robots.
Dude, those are getting ready. Okay, do you see this shit about how like the director of iRobot was like, Elon Musk stole my ideas from iRobot for his robots, and I'm like,
can't steal ideas from fiction.
I'm like,
that's not how it works.
It's like you made a movie and then he just like made it, but it's like also it looks like a person. Like, of course.
He stole my idea. That fucking thing I made up.
Yeah, but
that imaginary thing I did.
Right.
That hypothetical thing I created?
Well, it's like,
right. It's like
iRobot's already based on a book. It's like iRobot's already, he's like Isaac Asimov shit. So
that's also like a Def Jam joke premise. It's like, man, they talking about automatic talent machines, man. I'm like, we used to call her LaShonda. And she didn't automatically have my money. I'm not going to finish that punchline, but there you go. There you go, folks.
Classic.
Well, crazy.
This face mask. No, I'm just kidding. I reached for it, but I didn't pull it.
Racist Roomba.
Racist. Oh, dude, that's the cross promotion. This face mask on the Roomba. The Roomba's now Mac Dre robot, and he comes through the room slapping, and he bending corners of a Roomba that does motherfucking ghost rides the whip. You know what I mean? Goes dumb.
I'm in the building and I'm cleaning myself.
Oh,
that's crazy.
iRobot, what are you doing? iRobot, more like ay. Hey, it vacuums, don't it? It cleans your living room, don't it? iRobot sings a lot. That's crazy. Am I crazy, man? Am I just word associating too much? What am I doing?
Okay, we had some stories from that got like left over from last week that were just like absolutely crazy that we didn't get to. I just want to talk about. I want to talk about Off the Fent, dude, because this is from. Did we talk about this one last week? No, we didn't get to this one.
We didn't get to this one
Can I
last
get one
week.
of those, Bruce?
Oh yeah, man.
Before it gets too loud. I try not to slurp deliciously into the microphone.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Delicious.
Dude, they got so
go on, tell me the story.
the headline of this is Mexican Coke kicked off fentanyl tour after frontman repeatedly fights audience in Salt Lake City. So there's this tour that was like these three, I don't even know, like punk, like hardcore sort of bands. Oh, this page is like tweaking out, but so the headliner was the headliner was Fentanyl. The band's called Fentanyl.
Oh, that's hella
And then
funny.
the-
That's the opposite of what the joke I was gonna make. That's interesting.
And then there's another band called Mexican Coke.
That's what the joke I was gonna make.
Which is like-
that. Okay, I thought you were actually saying actual Mexican cocaine.
Yeah, no, well that's the bit where it's like
That's hilarious.
it's like, are they talking about Mexican Coca-Cola with the cane sugar, or are they talking about? They're talking about.
I was
Mexican
gonna
Coke.
make the joke that it sounds like the motherfuckers that open for Peso Pluma, but unfortunately, it might be. So the joke just is fact instead of being humorous.
Peso Pluma, dude. I'm not familiar.
He's a beaner. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, but that's just like the greatest lineup of all time. You got Fentanyl, when then they're being opened. Or opening is Mexican Coke, and then another band is called Asbestos. And I was like, damn, all three of these things will kill you, but like at least one of but Mexican Coke is probably the most fun one.
A little tangent. Hephaestus would be a great name for a metal band if it's not already.
Hephaestus?
Yeah, that's dope.
Not asbestos, but
He's just a motherfucker with a hammer.
wait, is that like that's like one of those
Oh,
like
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus?
Hephaestus.
What did I
Hephaestus,
say?
yeah.
I don't know.
Hephaestus. Yeah. No, I feel like Hephaestus, yeah.
I studied
Oh, yeah, the Greek
linguistics,
god of
so I
fire,
may,
yeah.
be pronouncing it like Latin instead of Greek.
Oh, yeah.
I studied Latin in college.
Oh, I
for
just
a while.
misheard it.
That's
Yeah,
why.
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
that's
Hephaestus rules.
Yeah, that'd be a dope name for
shout
a
out
metal band.
the god of
That'd be hard
blacksmiths.
as shit.
Yeah, there's probably
Metal
some metal
as
band.
fuck. Satan
Yeah.
would love it.
You got to be Greek though.
Hey, happy Halloween and if I don't catch any of you Zudes
Yeah, dude.
between now and the then after.
I know, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm actually gonna be out like during Halloween. I'm gonna be on the road, which is I'm gonna be in Bisbee though, Bisbee, Arizona on Halloween. That's like a weird little fucking town.
Mm-hmm.
But
Why so?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were about to
oh yeah, dude.
elaborate.
Because when you're talking about Skank Fest, here you can full screen it back actually for a second. But when you're talking about Skank Fest too, I don't know if you. I think Doug Stanhope was there because I heard him
Oh, yeah.
talking about it,
Oh, yeah.
and he was just like he's
Dude.
talking about how he.
Stanhope's a beast.
Yeah, but he's like he lives in Bisbee, Arizona,
Yeah.
and that's where
Oh,
I'm gonna play on Halloween.
That's righteous. Okay.
And
gotcha.
then,
Now
now
I'm following.
but right, that's kind of like a tangent upon a tangent. But
no, Rock, I got you.
but
hey, one of these.
yeah, and then but he's like just like the craziest motherfucker alive, and I'm like, dude, what is the chance? What is the chances that fucking
Oh,
Doug
he's gonna be
Stanhope
there, man.
rolls through, dude?
What else is he gonna do? He gonna get drunk
On
and show
Halloween,
up. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, dude, because I already met.
He's a sheriff in them parts, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, no, he's basically dude, he's like basically the mayor of Bisbee, low key, yeah. So that's gonna be a weird
It'd be great
weird
to see him with
experience,
six
yeah.
shooters and a fucking Stetson and shit.
But he was talking about how he woke up the day after Skankfest and he
Oh.
put on his pants and then his pants were like soaking wet and he's like, what the fuck happened? He like tried to like retrace his steps and he's like, I didn't piss my pants. And then he like retraced his steps and then he realized that because he talked about how he pisses sitting down or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he was just like hammered and then like sat down on the toilet to piss, but then his dick was so small that it like pointed up, and then so like his piss like went out of the toilet bowl and then onto his pants. So he's like, I didn't piss my pants, I pissed on my pants. Or I was like, damn, dude.
That's like Coke dick to the maximum,
Yeah.
bro. That's the shrivelage
like,
fucking
damn.
with the trajectory
Damn.
for sure.
So I'm just like, I just hope I'm gonna put this out there, but in the world, I'm trying to manifest it, dude. Because like the last
Hey,
two,
I pissed on somebody in Vegas. Quit bringing it up.
but the last like tour I was on, I fucking met fucking Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, dude. When I was in Arizona, in Idaho, Cause he's like from there. He like lives out there or whatever. So he's just like in the super small town and at this pizza place in Idaho. And I was
Is
like,
he
what?
Daryl?
He's Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm getting crossing shows. For some reason, I thought Walking Dead Daryl or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. No, that would be sick though too.
Yeah. I guess that was the guy I was kind of thinking, but my mistake. So sorry.
And then I met fucking Tom Kenny, the voice actor of SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
That was at Torch Club in
pretty
Sacramento,
fun.
dude. That was like
Yeah.
right, yeah. Like he just happened to be like in town like while we were playing. And then I'm like, dude, that would just like be the trifecta of if Doug Stanhope rolled through to fucking when I was in Bisbee on Halloween.
You know, another thing I provide at Mondo Phonics is seances and being a medium.
Oh, there we
yeah,
go.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to see what we could do with
Dude, we can
Tom Kenny?
manifest some shit. Yeah. Dude, that's good. That's good.
I could probably get the ball rolling here. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
Do like what's his name? French Stewart on Third Rock from the Sun. Incoming message from the big giant head. Like I'm a conduit.
You serious, or do you actually fucks with any creepy supernatural shit? You ever seen any ghosts or
Not
anything?
particularly, but I'll go to festivals and set up a tent that says Empath Booth. Ladies, drink free. Hey, let me empathize with you, baby.
You're like, I need
Illegal Amigo production.
I need a point of contact, something firm and grabbable.
You know, this bra is getting in the way. You know, I ain't establishing, you know what I mean, the spirits. And
Hell yeah. So yeah, Mexican Coke though, was it in the bottle or was it in the can, bro? I fucking think it was in the bottle, and I think it tasted better. Now this guy performs with a sawed-off shotgun in his hand though. That's pretty hard.
That's sick.
Yeah, that guy rules.
But if you get kicked off the fentanyl tour,
That's a L.
you're going too fucking ham.
Well, this is kind of an allegory for what's going on because the Mexican Coke is getting kicked out of the drug circles in favor of the fentanyl, which is a lot cheaper now. So this is actually a real story on multiple levels that actually works. And
You just turned that around. I was like,
I have a controversial opinion about that, if I may.
yeah, sure. I think you're allowed.
Fentanyl, try fentin some. How about that, folks?
Fentin none, bro. That's what people have, the fentin none.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the Zood official stance?
I guess, yeah, you can't.
well, that's the thing. It's like,
Well, if you get like ran over by like a big rig, you can have some fentanyl. That's fine. You know, that's like what it's for.
Y'all never been to a rave?
I've been to a rave.
They had fentanyl lollipops back in like back then.
damn.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm talking about? The ones, the drug lollipops. It's
I
just-
like
I
a
know
ring
like,
pop?
with like Molly and shit, but like well,
Nah,
I know
chicks that would be they'd have lollipops and pacifiers and all the shit.
That's crazy. But with
And
fentanyl?
Yeah, they have fentanyl lollipops because they're doing so much thiz that they this face mask. No, I'm just kidding. They're doing so much thiz that they need something to balance out the
Right.
likely crystal meth in the pills.
right.
No, but nevertheless, children. Hold on, let's do broadcasting voice again. Hold on.
Don't do drugs. That's the
Children.
broadcast.
During Halloween, you should definitely consider that your parents are on drugs. Don't eat their candy because they need it more than you do. They high as shit.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just
Mondo,
the
are you gonna be Mac Dre for Halloween in the
I'm
mouse
gonna
again?
be Andre Kaepernick. I'm gonna wear my Andre, my Colin Kaepernick jersey from 2012, whatever it was.
You gonna take a knee at the party?
You take a knee, you take a knee and you drop the T.
Hey,
That's what Mac Dre would salute.
take a knee and drop the T. I like that. That's real.
It ain't racist if it's a specific person, you guys.
That is a good question, because it's like I have to be this.
You're all just having racist reactions to something that's. If I wore Bill Clinton mask, nobody'd say shit.
Right. That's true. And he actually is the rapist Roomba.
That's the rapist Roomba.
Yeah.
You know the Bill Clinton mask.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
man, iRobot, money's on the table. Zood up or blow up, barbecue or mildew. How? Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
So a little bit more about the fentanyl Mexican Coke asbestos tour. They came to Salt Lake City, which is funny. It's like Mormon capital of the world, and then it's like they're just drinking fucking Diet Dr. Pepper out there.
There's a bunch of sister wives with fucking picket signs, man.
But apparently, Mexican Coke's frontman spent the entire show drinking in excess, treating young concert goers poorly, cussed out the audience, and continued to egg on a group of drunk punks in the audience. Another Redditor claims that this. Imagine being a Redditor and going to the fentanyl show. You're like, I'm just getting ready to be mad.
In all of identity culture that we are faced with, that might be one of the worst. YouTuber was bad enough.
Dude.
But Redditor.
Yeah.
It sounded like a fucking the failed Predator sequel.
Right.
Oh,
to catch a
we
Redditor.
dropped a
Yeah.
P, because this Predator's pimping. What?
That actually would be a good
sexual predator and human trafficker.
Oh no!
But
that'd be a good skit though, to catch a Redditor.
Yeah.
It's like
it's pretty much one and the same, dude. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
There's gonna be a lot
The
of
pedo hunter channels, they are all Redditors. That's where they find people.
Look like this.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram.
Dude. But another Redditor.
A lot of crossover.
Yeah, for sure. They claim that the singer used slurs, both racist and homophobic. So maybe the Mexican Coke frontman got kicked off of the tour, and then he's like, I got nothing better to do other than getting into hacking people's Roombas to say, he's like, if I can't do it on stage, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna force this into other people's homes. Yep.
Well, I think it's just a matter of they should have never gave Alvin Duke an iPhone. You know what I mean? That fool shouldn't have no internet. He got one of them Obama phones. He don't like to talk about it, but I do.
That's crazy.
I called that fool a non-voting felon when he was trying to back on bitches the other night. It was hysterical.
That's savage.
I'm like, this fool ain't gonna pull no lever for Kamala Walla Ding Dong, even if he could vote, and he's not a non-voting felon.
Dude.
Crazy.
Dude, we're
God
so
bless the Dukester though, man. Duke it up, Dukes and Zoos, man. Y'all partners.
Dude,
Yeah, no, shout out.
That
I
was a
just
fucking
made the
hilarious
Alvin
episode.
I just made the Alvin Supercut. It's coming
Hey,
soon,
so
brother.
basically, yeah, he just hacking some Roombas now, man. You gotta stop.
I can believe
Oakland
it.
fools is crazy. You don't ever know where they gonna pop up.
That's for real.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
They always a problem. No.
Yeah, dude, that episode was wild, bro. I'm stoked for Alvin and Henry's podcast, dude.
Geez,
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Two different approaches for sure. Both
Yeah.
hilarious individuals. Dude, we got. Let's see. You want to do like one more?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we do like let's just rapid fire.
Oh yeah, we can do
really
a couple.
really quick before
Yep.
we move on. I did start to mention earlier having tried to do Kill Tony, and a big announcement that I've been kind of holding on to in my back pocket. But I believe because the week of the next taping is I will be one of the performers on next week's Kill Tony, and suffice it to say, and I've been telling jokes about it and telling like people in person what's up, but like I'm gonna leave a little mystery for it so y'all tune in. It is the wildest shit. The one of the judges was Ari Shafir, and that fool's a problem.
Yeah, no,
Suffice
really.
it to say, if you like that level of hijinkery,
Yeah.
or buffooneries, if you're familiar,
He didn't pull his asshole out, did he?
I'll leave it up to the imagination of these zooters.
Right, we got
Zudes assemble. Zood forth. And prithee well.
Well, I'm honored that you went on Kill Tony and then you decided to come on ZUDECAST after
Dude,
Kill Tony.
I mean,
So I'm like,
this is the first one I came to. I was like, these are the zoos. I got a zood up.
I can't wait to see the episode, dude.
yeah. What was just overall? I know you said you can't talk about it too much, but
I
how
can
how
talk about the lead up. It's pretty fun. But go ahead and ask
yeah,
your question. I'm sorry.
no, go,
Yeah,
just what was it like? Tell us
yeah.
all about it. Yeah, break it
I
down.
mentioned earlier in passing that I went to do Kill Tony on the Wednesday of the trip, and that was and I'll do a bridge version since we're gonna read one more story. I end up getting there Wednesday triumphantly, quite salubriously, and ended up checking in my hotel even early, and that was cool. They didn't give me the runaround about that. And you gather your like supplies, you know what I mean? It was like, I gotta go down to Walgreens and get a bunch of ish. That was the main little spot to buy crap that wasn't like, at a liquor store on the premises of the Skankfest,
Mm-hmm.
And so went and got waters, we got whatever the hell, seltzers. I pound a lot of seltzers. And I do that. I get a pack of cigarettes. I don't really smoke cigarettes, but I like to do it at festivals because kind of camaraderie.
And if you're
building.
in Vegas,
Yeah,
that's
in
true.
The casinos as well.
It's the last place in America you can smoke inside. You're like, fuck it.
You can kind of mask your smoking a joint with also smoking a cigarette at this tangentially. Insider tip. Either that or if people are watching me and fucking cameras and just going, what's this fucking goddamn blind dude doing? I just don't know because nobody comes and shakes me down about it.
Right.
But either way, so I end up getting there and getting on to the next half of the day by popping open this thing of cigarettes. And I'm doing the monkey dance, the snapping thing, you know what I mean? And who else but Luis J. Gomez approaches me after having apparently circled me twice because he said he had to test my blind ass. You know what I'm saying? The previous year, he came and shoulder checked me and said, watch where my blind ass is going, but I don't think he remembered that. You know what I'm saying? That's a story I wanted to tell him in person, awesome. But, Zude exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a Zude exclusive. Anyway,
that's such a Lewis fucking thing to do.
The horns. Well, I also used to DJ as kind of like an extension of that. I like to
just the circling around you test you.
And then also going like, I came up to your blind ass because clearly you were gonna come up to me. I'm like, dope, fool, what's up? And like, I didn't want to bug him about Kill Tony because I thought like, man, he don't think I'm like a dickhead if all of a sudden I'm talking about doing comedy and. Yeah, I'd rather just enjoy his company and be kind of cool. He found out that I was a comedian only this week when he came to do the Punchline, which was kind of more organic, and I felt more. Yep. He came to where I do comedy.
Right?
That's real.
Get the home turf advantage.
Turf advantage. So, anywho, I take the chance to just chat him up, and he tells me my tickets are waiting for me, which they weren't, by the way. That's a whole to do. I have a whole nother story about potential gas digital sabatage.
Oh shit!
We'll
really?
Talk about that some other time.
That's crazy.
But that being said, there's a fellow named Gay Blind Mike who I pretend to blame all of it on. I don't really actually hate the guy, but it's fun to
because they always pick on that fucking fucking guy Gay Blind Mike because weren't they like they're like he's not even like
he's blind, so let's put the blind guy on it
and then
on editing his videos.
Yeah.
So anyway, so me and Lewis depart, and then I'm getting ready to go to Kill Tony. I get there, I'm triple told, like, those people that love to say no to you, they're just snotty about it,
Mm-hmm.
This guy hit me with a triple whammy. So it was first like, oh, hey, where do I sign up? Because it was like 6:30, 6:45. It was still an hour and a half before the show. And like, no, sign-ups were like at 3 p.m. I'm like, word, what? I'd have had to come straight from the airplane.
Right.
Man. I'd have had to have jumped out the parachute.
Right.
So I get on Resorts World because it's big as hell.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck, well, okay, that's one strike. But I try to catch the show. This is a big old venue. I love the theater. It's quite good. So I end up being able to like kind of stand in line for a few, and they eventually have this dude come up, and he's like, it's the same dude from earlier, just 1, 2, 3. How many party? Okay, from here on, it's sold out. About like how many yards ahead of me.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Balls.
Strike two.
And so I end up trying to like. I'm like, all right, you know what, man. Lewis is backstage over there right now. Maybe I could text him and say, hey, man, can I maybe get in just to say hi or take a picture opportunity and da-da-da, because I did win the tickets and you've been cool to me and this and that. But this is an opportunity too, you know what I mean? Or try to weasel my way into that bucket.
Yeah.
I also did just take a gum wrapper and throw it in there when they open it and be like, oh, that one me. That one me. You can tell because I tried it. I don't know why I talk like that during that part. But anyway, the point in case, the Starbucks sittery that I was pulling ended up being for naught. And I end up being able to just like kind of chill and kind of reconnoiter and be like, hey, I'm finna go to just whatever's in here. This is a big old cool new thing. Let's see what's up. I stop at the box office one more time. And I go, hey, everybody's in there already, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, is there any no-shows, any this or that? And he goes, actually, there's obstructed view. I'm like, well, God saw that. Jesus never wanted me to see no way. So, the offer was enticing. And I go like, okay, well, it must be discounted. Let's see what this was. He's like, okay, that'll be $99 plus tax. I'm like, okay, what's that look like? $135.
Yep.
I'm like, it's got to have some other charges than tax, but it's also a casino.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
Ticketmaster bullshit or whatever.
No, but it's the box office.
Right.
There should be, that typically doesn't apply.
Service charge, whatever.
He didn't say charge. He said tax. So like, and then I was like, maybe there's a service fee of like $10.
Yeah.
But Ticketmaster would be like, it would have been $150.
Right.
But I was willing to spend $150 from the jump. That was my budget for that expenditure.
To go, yeah, hell yeah.
And I was like, this sounds fucked. I can't get on the show. Whatever. Nah, I'm good. And I think he's like, okay, sir. Like,
Right.
And just like, go ahead and go fuck off then.
Right.
Why don't you? Try not to run into the glass door, you blind fuck.
Yeah, make like a Roomba and awkwardly try to get out of here. Yeah.
Probably doesn't even own a Roomba.
Yeah, right.
That blind piece of shit. I don't know why that would be some version of classism. They don't even own a Roomba. Right. No, but so strike three. So I'm like, okay. There was a country bar that was having live country music, and they were playing their own songs plus covers. I was like, that's dope. Smart, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I'm a sucker for a stage show, as per mentioned earlier. And I thought, I'll check this out and whatever. And I posted a semi-bitter post about like, well, no KT for me.
Right.
And then they end up deciding that there'd be one at Skankfest. And like I said, I don't want to be too deliberate with too many details because I think that, they're doing it as a surprise a bit. Is that like it was just happened by happenstance that I was able to get there on time. And shout out to a lot of the volunteers there, man. I play a wild game of bumper cars at this type of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just mobbing. And it's also like, you guys saw me out there mobbing around. I'm big as hell. How you gonna miss my ass coming at you?
Right.
And I'm wearing like bright colors. You can see a bunch of I think I sent you all some silly picture of me in this bright ass outfit. And it's like, how the hell you gonna miss me, you drunk piece of garbage? So, I'm like bumping and ducking and dodging and, trying to keep my head up and, stay true.
Right.
So I'm end up over there and catching that show just by happenstance. And I asked the volunteers, I'm like, what's this big old line for? And they're like, oh, they're doing the secret show. All right, the secret shows are dope. And I just happened to wait. They go, hey, you got a minute to stand up? I'm like, yeah, let's figure this out. I thought they was going to do a parody or something. Or did they? Dun, dun, dun. Big reveal.
Okay,
it was
yeah.
never Kill Tony at all. For the sake of liability purposes.
Right.
No, I'm joking. But no, it was so their big thing is like they make you do the yonder bags and shit, and because if you're performing you sign an
put
NDA.
your phones away and
but
shit,
this they didn't say like you couldn't tell nobody, but this was just more like details and fundamentals of what happened. And
so that's gonna be dropping like next week then. You said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
and so I'm really excited for that. And then just a bunch of little things coming up that I was glad to see that there's more opportunities to do comedy in Rancho Cordova. Please, folks, if you're in the east side of Sacramento, Rancho Cordova is close by. People in Folsom, feel free to come out and catch some of these shows that are out there. I'm trying to do a little more shows locally at a lot of these breweries that are popping up and stuff. That's a lot of fun.
Claim Steak, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't done that show yet,
yeah.
but I just talked to Sarah about it, and I'm hoping to maybe get that ball rolling.
Hell yeah.
And then finding out about more of those. I did Mr. Tequila a couple times. Which one else? Sweet Nine. Shout out Sweet Nine. Everybody there. My cousin Kyle and a bar staff there are all very kind and a lot of fun. There's even a comedian that we all know who I don't know if they want me mentioning them by name per se about that, but they be mobbing over there all the time. There's shows going on there here and there. So, it's a great spot. They do karaoke on the weekends. And it's Suite 9 on Coloma, if I'm not mistaken, or Coloma and Sunrise.
Hell yeah.
And they used to be called Sharon's Lounge for those who are old school Sacramentoians or Rancho Cordovians.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, so I end up being able to redeem my KT, and hopefully the appearance is worthwhile, folks. Everybody, anybody and everybody. This is the real plug. This is what you really say about it. So let's professional broadcast mode and not hit the table. Ladies and gentlemen of the listening ZUDECAST audience, please take into consideration that if you do tune in to Kill Tony regularly or with any sort of consistency, please make sure to tune into next week's episode and comment that blind motherfucker there, I don't know, fuck him, he's blind, I bet you he's faking it. Or some shit like that.
I'll leave that comment for sure.
Yeah.
and just get me in that algo, baby.
Let's go. Juice the algo for our Mingo here.
I thought Algorithms was a version of Al Gore rapping, man, back in the day. Like they had rapping Ronald Reagan back in the day. Be like, well. And then it's like, you think Al Gore is something like, what's his name? Well.
There you go.
Like a weird little like, but he's like, if you think about global warming.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something, Armando, too.
Show enough.
Yeah, I see you're rocking the Spider-Man shirt, but I would have thought that you're more of a Daredevil fan.
Hey, man, you trying to steal my boots? Actually, the shirt has recently made its way into the circulation because of a few reasons. My nephew, you see, he's a little baby of a fella who I buy comic books for, and his older brother as well. Different comic books, of course, because you can't just buy them the same ones. You know what I mean? The older ones have boobies.
Yeah. Old school. The 90s shit, bro.
For those who don't know, Ronin Rosin, check it out. It's a locally owned rosin brand. It's inspired by iconography from the last Ronin Ninja Turtles story that's going to be all in your faces here soon. They're
making a game of it, yeah. They're making a video game of it, yeah.
And so I collected the floppy copies for my nephew, and we're just waiting for him to have his own room to where he could put him somewhere safe. It's just his little brother is a little holy terror.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? So he pulled this into the cart without my sister's knowledge, he thought they thought it was perfect size for Uncle Mondo.
That's real.
And so I'm sporting this, and so this is Scarlet Spider, and I have a little bit about it that I won't go too much into, but the idea is that I thought I had it up on a kid. You ever play superhero tag, and you just when you get tagged, you say a superhero name and you say Frozen, and they're like whatever their iconic position is. So Spider-Man, you get down, two hands down and squatted. And so I thought, I know the new one. I know this guy because this fool's fresh off the presses. And so I go, Scarlet Spider when I get tagged. And they go, you're supposed to be Daredevil. I'm like, well, yeah, your fucking blind ass is Daredevil. You play Daredevil every time you get tagged. No. No, but then the next one, shout out these. These are the Scott Summers exclusive.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got them Diamondium motherfucking.
Definitely got the Matt Murdochs, the Matt Murdochs, bro.
Stunner shades on. I wear my stunner glasses at night 'cause I'm blind. No, but point in case though. So I go and we playing X-Men this other time, and it's like this kid's like, I'm Nightcrawler, which ironically has the same position as Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah,
You
get down the same as for Nightcrawler as you do for Spider-Man.
Lanky twink.
Yeah. You said it, not me. No, I don't know if that's a hate crime when you say things about Nightcrawler. It's hard to tell with that blue.
Charlie, why don't we play Nightcrawler?
I just play it safe and call him what's his name? Kurt.
Kurt the Kraut, bro. He's German.
That's like saying there ain't no German black people. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what he is under that. I thought he's blue black. Like his mama. His mama's Mystique, by the way, folks. She's actually blue. Nobody get upset. No, but the I'm playing
Blueface the
We
rapper.
instead of playing just superhero tag, we just playing superheroes, and we're playing X-Men specifically because that was hot at the time. The actual show that X-Men '97 is based on.
Yeah.
And this one kid hits the Nightcrawler. I come in, I'm like, Wolverine. Fuck you, you're Cyclops. Yeah, I'm like, yo, man. They're like, yeah, you motherfucking How the fuck ain't you Cyclops? Ah, man. So, you know, the stigma around comic books is pretty harsh when you're a youngin'. And if you're wondering why those kids cuss so much, I lived in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
Most of my childhood.
Yeah,
So,
that explains it.
Little
Yeah.
hood kids was up to no good, but hood, baby.
Hey.
But so,
Just real quick though, time update. We are at about hour 25.
Chill.
We normally go hour half. Do you want to do one more story? Or
Let's
you
do
guys,
it.
how
I
you
was
guys
ready
feeling? You
to
guys want to
go.
do
Yeah,
one more?
let's
Or do
do
you,
it.
let's do one more.
Which what do you want to do?
Well, yeah, so we got Bald and Beautiful, Spin Masters, The Phantom Pisser, Russian Roleplay, Snitches Get Stitches, Jewish Time Machine.
snitches get stitches.
Snitches Get Stitches.
I mean, that guy I told you the story about in Vegas called me a rat because he's like, he ain't even blind. You know, so
This story got taken down,
Oh,
dude.
dude, it got taken down? What the fuck, bro?
they really got stitches, yo. Yo.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Yo. Yo.
Oh no, we got it. We got it.
Yo, but they really did though.
Dude, German teenager
They
snitches.
triangulated it.
They got this motherfucker.
German teenager snitches on parking offenders as a hobby. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear neon green overalls and ride bicycles.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about?
This guy, he snitches on people that have committed small like parking violations in Germany. Just as for fun, dude.
Dude, it's in their culture, bro. They fucking just love ratting people out.
That's crazy, dude.
For a perfect society, we must eliminate those who park incorrectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do such a
Oh my god.
Hey, why did that sound like German fucking, no, not just Hitler, but no.
Like German Hitler.
That's great, that's where he went.
Yeah.
No, German Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh my.
Why would you do that?
Oh, this fool calls himself Ansing Hauptmeister, the reporting master.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
that fool, bro.
This
What
fool's
a fucking
work-
snitch, bro. Little bitch ass.
He whirls around in neon green overalls and rides a
Captain
bicycle
Save-A-Home,
around.
He's saving those. I bet you he go and he talk to bitches like he the police when he's at a fucking bar. He's like, yeah, so I work for the city, right?
Yeah.
And there's very much violators that I'm taking down. And he's like, really? You taking down the violators? I don't know why I gave her the accent at the end. I don't know where that went. It just
Dude.
came up after the thing.
The snitching is really, that's crazy. So
Hey, man.
this kid was 18 years old. He started he knows Germany's parking regulations inside and out, and so
he has
immediately-
autism, is what
Yeah,
it is.
basically.
Yeah,
I was like, this is using autism for evil, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is what
he
this
wouldn't
is,
do that shit
this is
in my hood.
This is what happened with the first
You
time.
can't be telling black folk where to park. Sorry, that's from my Mark Curry bit. I do an impression that it sounds like Mark Curry. Did anybody else catch that hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Not quite.
No, okay.
I'm not familiar.
Man, you gotta get in there. Man, you gotta swing that dick at these hoes. Oakland comedian Mark Curry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for
No dick swinging allowed. This is Germany.
Yeah.
In the
Chris, you
Deutschland.
can't do that. You just can't. You gonna make people think it's for real.
Dude, that's what got Hitler to be so mad in the first place. Some
This-
guy
this
was just
is
swinging dicks around. And he's like, I cannot. The envy is overtaking me. I cannot. But he wrote over 4,000 police reports last year, which resulted in a nationwide amount of 140,000 euros. This fool literally
Let's
made.
fucking get this guy.
I hate this guy.
Hey, this is
fucking
like
go.
that. This is like that one parking meter in Sac, bro. There's the one dude. He's like an Asian dude, and he just goes ham, bro. He's a parking enforcer, and he just gives all the fucking tickets, bro. This is who that reminds me of, bro. For real.
Well, let me preface this with the power of ambiguity is very strong. We should all get that guy and perform an F word drag. That F word could mean fuck.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I think the vote on this guy is that he's whack. This guy sucks. The fucking the old what's his name again? What do you call him?
And then it's just
Maddie.
like,
His name's Maddie. What a fruit cup,
dude. Well, okay. And this guy's riding around on a. He's
Better have that cocktail fruit.
dude. He's literally riding around on a bike, like getting people tickets who have cars, and it's like sounds like
Hey,
you just
that bike ain't got no seat.
you just hate, yeah. He's
Had to
hating,
get that one in there. Sorry to shout it.
dude. Yeah, right. Dude, he's just hating from outside the club. He's just a no car having ass, and he's like, well, I don't have a Volkswagen, so I must. That's just, I don't know. That just reads broke to me. First of all, like,
Yeah.
he's literally. It's like, dude, what?
Well, imagine being. Here's the thing about German people.
Hey,
Imagine being
this
such a
is for writing
simp.
tickets.
See, you're calling.
Fine.
See, you're calling him.
Bob said time.
He's not even Captain Save a Ho though. He's like Captain Save a Sudetenland. You know what I mean? He's like Captain like Save a Nation. He's like simping for the state. You got to be bitch made to simp for the state, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. God bless the Communist Party. Wait, that's not what we're doing?
I mean, compared to
Shit.
this,
I mean, better fucking dead than red. Oh, wait, I'm wearing fucking red stuff. Oh, God damn it. My whole iconography's off.
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's tough for this guy.
He really is just like a high visibility Hitler Youth, dude. Fuck this kid. I
Fuck
hate
this
fool.
kid, bro. This kid's coming back as a cockroach. That's for sure.
Well, look. If you want to go around writing wolf tickets, which is what that amounts to, he gonna get what he gonna get. I hope somebody smashes in his head with a tire.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, it could be an actual tool, but only if it were made out of foam rubbers.
There you go. Exactly.
And the young boy was kissed on the forehead vigorously afterwards.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're at about time, though. I will say that's about the time for
zoot
that.
up. We doed it.
Hell yeah.
We doed it and we zooed it.
Yes, indeed.
Can't wait to watch your.
We got the film to prove it.
Can't wait to watch your Kill Tony debut, dude. That's gonna be
Yeah, man.
sick.
That's gonna roll.
I'm excited for
Congratulations
you,
again,
man.
dude. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Illegal Amigo Productions,
Yeah, dude.
man. We fucking around again. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
just hey, subscribe to everything everybody's doing, especially all these people coming in doing the ZUDECAST. Shout out to all the homies that came in and did this. This is a great performance space. Shout out CSSB. I want to do more business with the label and stuff you guys got here.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
man.
y'all got a lot of great things going. And shout out to everybody.
Appreciate you, bro. For
Getting
real.
our-
Yeah.
Getting the business in, dude. That's what it's all about, man. Just like
Hashtag.
Hey, yo.
Wait, did you say you had that flute though? Did you want to close it out with a flute performance for us, bro? Yeah.
Casa de Fruta.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. I think that's the best way to close this out here, actually.
We'll call it Yaz Flute.
Yeah, the Yaz flute, exactly, dude. I'm glad we remembered here.
Hey, and if anyone's still
I thought I
watching
took
who's
this-
new, we're 2 subscribers away from 500 right now.
on
So
now.
make sure to hit
Go
that
on now.
subscribe, dude.
Subscribe. If we can start
You think we're
doing.
doing this because for our fucking health?
Yeah, right. We're dude.
I ain't gonna get less blind by doing
Yeah.
this fucking podcast. You fucks, hit subscribe. Theoretically, if you were to identify as such.
Would you get cyber eyes if that became an option?
Not, as long as I don't gotta be in my brains.
Right?
It's gonna have to
It's
be.
gonna. I think it's gonna.
That's
have to be
how
your
it's
brains.
gonna work.
No, sir, Bob. That's not my job.
If they're gonna hack you
I
like a
don't do
Roomba, dude.
Yeah, my eyes gonna be raised and be like, "Hey, Beaner, you're about to run into shit."
Yeah, you're like, I don't need to be hacked by a robot to say offensive things. Hell yeah.
No, I'm not still.
Hey, I just want to say Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, everybody. It was nice,
Indigenous people rule. Let's start raping the whites. Wait, what? Sorry. No, that's not what Indigenous Peoples Day is about.
Hell yeah. On that note.
on that note, thank you anybody who hung in there. Thank you everybody who checks out the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Go follow Illegal Amigo Productions. Thank you so much. Congrats again, bro. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
And
zood up,
zood out. We are out of
zood
here.
it up,
Catch
and
y'all.
zood it out, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be the one.
Catch y'all next week.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sorry, I had to go and catch a groove on it.